The day my sister called me jealous, I smiled because she had no idea what I knew about her husband, and 24 hours later, she would be begging me not to tell anyone. My sister Emily had always been the favorite, beautiful, confident, successful, and when she married Daniel, everyone said they were the perfect couple. Everyone except me. I noticed things Emily didn't. Daniel stopped smiling whenever she entered a room. He avoided arguments. He apologized even when he hadn't done anything wrong, but I stayed quiet. Then one night, Emily invited me to dinner. Halfway through the meal, she suddenly looked at me and said, "Why are you always staring at my husband?" The table went silent. I almost laughed. I wasn't. "You are," she snapped. "You're jealous of me." Daniel immediately looked uncomfortable. Emily continued, "You've always wanted what I have. My clothes, my friends, my life. Now you want my husband too?" I stood up. "Emily, you have absolutely no idea what you're talking about." She rolled her eyes. "Then prove it." I looked at Daniel. He didn't say a word, but the look on his face told me everything. The next morning, Daniel showed up at my apartment, alone. He handed me a small envelope. Inside was a resignation letter. I stared at him. "What is this?" "I'm leaving Emily." I froze. "Why?" He took a deep breath. "Because I finally realized who actually cares about me." I shook my head. "Daniel, I'm your wife's sister. Whatever problems you two have, you need to fix them together." He looked directly at me. "That's exactly what you would say." Then he pulled out his phone. There were dozens of messages from Emily. Messages where she mocked him, insulted his job, and threatened to divorce him whenever he disagreed with her. But that wasn't the biggest secret. Daniel had discovered that Emily had been secretly draining their joint savings. She wasn't planning a future with him. She was planning a future without him, and she had already started moving money into an account only she could access. I couldn't believe it. Then Daniel said something that changed everything. "There's one more reason I came here." "What?" "I have to choose someone to manage my company while I deal with this." I stared at him. "Choose someone?" He nodded. "I chose you." My heart stopped, not because I wanted his husband, because I had never even applied for the position. Emily had spent years telling everyone I wasn't ambitious enough, but Daniel had quietly watched me build my career from nothing. He knew exactly what I was capable of. That evening, Emily called me screaming, "You stole my husband!" I finally lost my patience. "No, Emily, you pushed him away." She went silent. Then I told her about the money. She stopped breathing for a second. "How did you find out?" I smiled. "Your husband showed me." There was silence. Then Emily whispered, "What else did he tell you?" And that's when I realized the money wasn't even the worst thing Daniel had discovered. There was another secret, one that could destroy Emily's entire life, and this time, I wasn't going to protect her.